Sophie. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Alrighty. It's Friday. We're going to do two things today. We're going to look at what is a dichotomous key, and then we're going to do a gizmo. As soon as everybody gets here. Alrighty. Winding down, winding down, winding down. So if you go to Canvas, we're going to start with Canvas. We're going to figure out what is a dichotomous key. And then, like I said, then we're going to do dichotomous key gizmo. Alrighty. All right, this first one up here, it doesn't talk, it just has a lot of banjo music. Die always means two. All right, this is the key to what a dichotomous key is. It has a listing of the characteristics such as structure, behavior, or other things that are uniquely visible characteristics for an organism. And they use that with the two sense. Always they always give you two sentences. You always have two choices. And the answer to the two choices, when you read each one, you're either going to say yes or no. Yes, it does it, and no, it doesn't. If you say yes, then it usually gives you instructions on what to do next. And they call them a couplet. So vocabulary word, couplet. And it keeps going until you have one choice, and they usually give you a name at the end of that choice. So this is an example of what they mean by a couplet. You have two statements, A and B. So couplet number one's you're looking at something and you say, and the backbone is the characteristic. So they're either saying the animal has a backbone or the animal doesn't. If it does have a backbone, it tells you to go to step two. Go to step two, they're looking at fur. Does the animal have fur? If it does, then it's a mammal. If it doesn't, you have to go to step three. When you go to step three, they're looking at feathers. Does it have feathers or not? If it has feathers, it's bird. If does not have feathers, go to step four. And they're looking at scales. If it has scales, it's a reptile. If it doesn't have scales, then it's an amphibian. And it usually goes like that. And it just continues on and on until you get to where you've named everything in the selection. Okay. So both parts, you have to read both parts of the couplet because, like I said, you need to look at the organism and decide, does it have this or does it not? And then you have to decide yes or no, and then you have to look at the steps A or B for each couplet. Okay. It's loud.
Dichotomous key.
Not so loud.
There's a lot of birds in our world, and if you were asked to identify a bird based on its characteristics, you could probably do it. We could probably name the hummingbird, the owl, the duck, and the penguin based on its features. But if you were asked to name these birds using their scientific name, the task wouldn't be so easy. You wouldn't know the scientific name of these birds just by looking at them. Scientists have figured out a way to make a chart to help you better identify birds based on their characteristics. The chart is called a dichotomous key. Reading a dichotomous key is easy. Take a look at the hummingbird. To use a dichotomous key, start at number 1. At number 1, it's asking us to observe the feet of the bird. A hummingbird does not have webbed feet, so we'll go to step 3. Step 3 has us examine the bird's tufts. Our bird does not have tufts. We just figured out the scientific name. Let's try the dichotomous key again with a different bird. This time we have the penguin. Start at number 1. Our bird has webbed feet, so we're going to have to go to step 2. Step 2 has us count the number of toes. A penguin has 4 toes. We just figured out the scientific name of the penguin. Using the same chart, we can figure out the scientific name of the duck. Starting at number 1, we see our bird has webbed feet, so we'll go to step 2. We have to count the toes. A duck has 3. We just figured out the scientific name again. Lastly, an owl. Always start at number 1 on the dichotomous key and look at the features of the organism you're trying to identify. Our bird has tufts. This is its dichotomous key's scientific name. Dichotomous keys, charts that scientists use to figure out the scientific name of organisms or to help identify footprints. Dichotomous keys.
Okay, so we're going to do an activity today with Gizmo, and it's going to do birds and Andre not here today. Where's Andre? We're going to do some snakes and not dinosaurs, but snakes. All right, so if you're here in Canvas, your next page should be, yes. All right, the Gizmo. So we're going to download the Gizmo worksheet. First part is practice. So now you've had some introduction to what a dichotomous key is. Mine is taking forever. There we go. So you see, we're going to look at some birds. So download this worksheet and then go to Explore Learning. So let me do mine. And mine is going comes up different to yours because I have so many classes. Come on, why is it not going? It's Friday. I need to do it this way. I always have to remember how to do this. There we go. All right, so your page should come up with all the things that you are allowed for. Dichotomous key is what you want. And launch. All right, this is one that has a 5-question quiz afterwards, so don't forget to do that when you are done. All right, so follow the instructions on this. This is the warm-up part. So let's warm up with organism A. And you change organism. So right now you're looking at organism A. So you're going to answer all the questions for organism A, but it changes. This is how you change organisms. You just hit the drop down, and as we go along, we're going to look at a couple of birds, and then we're going to look at, after you finish going through this activity, then it will take you to, yes, Sophia, I saw that you logged in and you should not be here, right? Oh, it's never mind. Okay. Okay. Mm. All right, Sophia, what class should you be in? This is fourth period. Okay, bye. Okay, so what you want to do, this is the couplet down here. We're looking at this lovely bird over here, even though they've told you what it is. So we look, it says a large area of the bird's body is covered with white feathers. Well, all of this is white. So, but then we also want to say most of the bird's body is covered with gray or black. So it does have gray and black, but it's not most of the body. It's mostly white. So we want to click on that and it's going to tell you go to the next one. And then we look at the next characteristic. The beak is mostly pink, yellow, and orange, or the beak is gray with a yellow tip. Well, it's not gray with a yellow tip. It is mostly pink. So we're going to click on that one and we go next. The head plumage is light yellow, or the head plumage is mostly white. Well, it is yellow. So we want to click on that. And yay, we did it right. All right, so this is the practice. All right, select a new organism. So you select a new organism, you do that. All right, so that's how you do this. So now as you go through this, you're going to, so the new organisms are up here. So that was the albatross. You can have, we have flowers and we have a series of different kinds of flowers, and you're going to do the same thing with those. And then we have our snakes, and we're going to go through a series of snakes. Oh, there. Let me slow down because I watch him go nuts. He's going to see. Good afternoon. It's almost that. Still morning. Still morning. Good morning, gentlemen. We're doing a gizmo today. So you're in Canvas under dichotomous keys. And we were just looking at, because Andre, I was saying we don't have dinosaurs, but we got snakes today. All right, so you're going to go through and look at the different organisms. All right, so again, we start at the beginning and go through. So when you want to change organisms, they're up there. I mean, the group of organisms. Down here is there's several organisms in that group. And then you're going to use the two T's to identify them. So go all the way through the worksheet. Once you've completed that, so when you get to the end, they want you to make your own. So for that, you're going to have to screenshot some pictures. Well, that's not the one. Okay. All right, so you have to make your own dichotomous key. Okay. So you have to create your own your couplet statements for it. That has 3 steps. When you get down here, you have to identify them. Okay. So by the time, so whatever this one is, it's when it says go to 3, at the end of the line for 3 should be the name of whatever organism you have. All right. So you have to do all of the organisms for your fish, all the ones for the evergreens, all the ones for the snakes and the flowers, and starting with the birds. Okay. And again, so while we're on the birds, you just go through the birds this way. When you want to switch to the flowers, you come up there, switch to the flowers, and you go through all the flowers. All the snakes. All right. And then all of the evergreens. And then all of the fish. All right, happy May 1st. It's gonna be May. We are 15 days away from the deadline for all grades. Okay, so don't let yourself fall behind. Stay current, stay current. Work on this today, please. If you're signed in, work on this today so that you don't fall behind. Okay, so again, they will post it soon that the deadline for all grades is the 15th. So if you're missing anything, get caught up. The person I'm talking to is not here. All right. Most of you are kind of caught up. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. So work on this today. I'm going to stop talking, let you do that. Take attendance. Yeah, leave out. Again, please use class time to do classwork. Oh, 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 oh. Why are they not published? All right, I just noticed that your module was not published. So it's published now, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting the worksheet. It should not be locked anymore. Y'all should have told me. I had to see that on Go Guardian. All right, it is unlocked now, so you can get in and download the worksheet and get started on the gizmo. Wow. You passed. This is in Brooklyn. See. And it won't let you go to the next slide. Um, hmm, let me see what that looks like. I had one like that the other class where not this subject, but another one, but it'll let you skip over it. Let me see what's wrong. And it actually was a blank slide. Food webs, food chains. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Mm, and that's slide 18. How do you do that? Okay. So that's, and you've watched the video. Did you try watching the video again? Because the next slide you have to draw. Well, you did. All right, you did 19 already because I got you. You submitted page 19. And then there's another video on 21. Okay. And it won't let you skip to 21 because you don't need to do 19. It says you submitted it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, lovely people, find yourself someplace nice to stop. And it's time, just about time to go. All right, you all have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. Relax. It's almost to the finish line. And again, please make sure that and if there are any zeros that need to be made up, please try to make them up. Like I said, we're running down. We got 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Amazing. Have a great weekend. Bye.